Okay, we've got the DigiMash filled up with 5 gallons of water, and we're about to turn it on, see what happens. Power, heat. Okay, let's see. Okay, so after steeping the specialty grains, it smells very good. So I'm gonna take those out. We're still under 160 degrees. I'm gonna take those out, drain those, and throw them away. Okay, so now I have the grains sort of draining out of the grain pipe. I've got the temperature cranked to get this back up to a boil. We'll get those grains thrown away, and then we'll move on with the rest of the brewing process. Okay, I've got the hop spider installed, so we're working our way back up to a boil. The malt extracts in, and so we'll be on a 60-minute boil with 4 or 5 ounces of hops here. So, okay, so now we got our everything's off. Our 1 hour boil is done. Started to cool. We're now transferring our hot wort directly into a 5-gallon corny keg where I've just installed my new Floated 2.0 floating dip tube. So my goal, this is my first time fermenting in a corny keg, and with the floating dip tube, my intention is to skip transferring this and consume it straight out of the fermentation vessel. This should also be doing a fairly good job of aerating the wort as it's transferred. I did find out that you need to open the tap wide open on this. I accidentally just kind of slowly opened it, and I had just a little bit of spillage. So this is also because I haven't yet made a wort chiller. That's next on the list, but until then, it's winter here, so it's about, I don't know, 20-some degrees outside, so I'm actually going to just set this outside. Okay, so we're back several hours later. It's cooled down to within the safe temperature range for the Safel S04 yeast that I have pre-made using fast pitch canned wort as a yeast starter. I've got almost 2 liters of starter here in Erlenmeyer flask, which I stirred using a magnetic stir plate. That's been going on for over 24 hours, around 30 or so by now, and it looks pretty good. So what we're going to do, we're going to pitch that straight into the keg. There we go, look at that. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Ooh. Don't want to forget the magnet's still in there. Don't want to lose that. Okay. That's it. Okay, last but not least, I have pressurized and purged the oxygen out of the keg using CO2, and then I hooked up a blow-off valve, which is just a beer tube, to the outpost into this bottle here, which is half full of sanitizer and water. And it's going to act as like the airlock for the system. And that's pretty much it, folks. We're just gonna sit here in the basement, let this sit here in the basement for actually probably more like 3 weeks. Time will tell. And yeah, that'd be it. Okay, so here we are back the next morning. As you can tell, fermentation is vigorously occurring. And we had a little bit of spillage last night. So I put it in this bucket. And that's probably going to be the best. We'll just leave it in there. And for, you know, in case I'm brewing more than one batch at a time, this is probably a good solution. I also labeled it, so the date, and this is the Northern Brewer Dead Ringer IPA. And so with that, here in a few weeks, we'll see what it's like, and we'll report back, okay?